I will most likely do a follow-up to this video, so like this is the end of the rant versus the beginning where you're at right now. If you have comments, I will be revisiting the comments and I will be answering them in the next questions or next video. So if you have any genuine questions, hit that comment button. Hit comments, type the anger, type the, you know what, you're right here, but, you know, all of that. Just type away and I will happily get to your answers. Questions, I will happily try and get answers to your questions as best as I can try and figure them out myself. And don't forget, more importantly, if you do enjoy the little rant I go on here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and the bell, so if I do release a video with your comment in there, I will let you know, hopefully in the comment. I will drop a little love heart thing on it, and I will include that in the next video. If we have a genuine debate or question set coming forward, I will do my best to answer as many questions as I can feasibly put a genuine answer to that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna give it back to me now. Oh. You've read the title of the video. You know what I'm gonna say. I don't need to say anything more. You know I'm going to slate the zombies community for slating zombies. My sign's not on. Hold on. Come on. It's important. It's key background architecture. Hello? USB. I've tried you literally 3 different ways now, and I don't know why none of them have used it. I'm gonna punch a USB connection in a minute. There we go. Thank you. Right. You know what I'm going to say. You know what's coming. The zombies community is ripping into a map they've not played. People are playing this map on a version of the game that is sealed so tightly shut right now to stop everyone data mining. It has to be locked down Unreal because the zombies community has such an issue with being like, oh, cool. You know how they didn't lock this down? Well, here's all the Easter egg knowledge we've just pulled from the files. And you're worried that they've locked Liberty Falls? Like half the map is locked? Let's run through all of it, shall we? Let's go through all of this. People are slating how good the new map looks compared to Liberty Falls. And I can't think of it right now because I have worked myself up within 2 minutes of this video. Obviously I cut some out because of this thing not working right. But still, oh community, please don't go the way of Fortnite competitive players at complaining about everything that you don't like the look of because you don't want to master a new system. Don't go that way. Seriously, like, I don't get how people are complaining that COD Zombies doesn't look like zombies right now, considering that, oh my god, you might as well just have Call of Duty, whatever the title is, on ice with multiplayer movement. Seriously. It's not Call of Duty anymore. Omni movement, with the way it is, with no nerfing, and I say nerfing in the harshest sense, because for me, when it comes to things, it needs to be balanced. Omni movement and slide cancelling needs to be nerfed 6 feet under. Unreal. I don't want to go up against controller players who have to do this YY wobbling everywhere because they've got to get use out of their right thumbstick, because as soon as an enemy comes in the screen, they don't touch it and it goes, I got a kill. Like seriously. That's, like, not even the point of this video. That's a whole other rant in of itself. And I might just do these Stratos rants, because at this point, people love them. So let's get into the Liberty Falls cesspool of complaints that just are non-existent in reality. These complaints are so dull and null of context. It's unreal. Like, it's like, oh, the map set during the day. I don't like zombies because it's too bright. I want it to be spooky. Like, Kino was daylight. Shangri-La was daylight. Moon is daylight. Yeah, you really had to think about that one for a second, didn't you? Moon's in daylight. Transit. If the whole planet wasn't nuked, it would be a lot more obvious, but it's daylight. Hey, Buried. Buried's in daylight. That's weird. Die Ride's in daylight. That's weird. Verruckt. It's clouded over and spoopy doopy, but it's daylight. Like, seriously, the daylight thing is so pointless. It was a trailer that told you exactly what time of day it was going to be. Granted, it's like a day-ish later, maybe 12 hours out from the initial outbreak.
I've been holed up in the mansion since yesterday trying to organize a containment response.
But come on. Oh my god. The sun being out's not the worst thing ever. We know there is a secret underground facility we are going to be going in and around. There has been showing off of teleporters and stuff from COD Next that we know we're going to be using. I don't get why this whole thing is becoming a whole thing like it is. The second big thing I'm seeing people complain about, it doesn't look like zombies. It looks like the multiplayer map they were just playing. It looks like it was your map made for zombies. It's a secret facility. It's not supposed to be obvious. It's not supposed to be the creepy spoopy doopy that we're used to. We have to remember, at this point, we had stopped the outbreak originally. The new outbreaks are just currently starting. We are T-minus 12 hours into the outbreaks starting. It's not going to be aetherified within 12 hours. When we got to the Super Collider, it had been 40 years, I'm going to say, very unsure of myself. It had been a long-ass time. And then everything else kept going because it had been locked in a specific spot and was ready to go. And then we did our things and it kept going further. And then we had to defeat the Forsaken. And it was all this stuff that was leading up to the big thing. But right now, we are back at a beginning outbreak. That's where we're at right now. It is the beginning. It is a nice, happy little town. Or so we thought. And then the zombies attacked. And we're 12 hours in. 12 to 24-ish hours. I can't imagine that in this era, it would take 24 hours for the top secret organization to get a strike team where they need to be. I don't think it would have took any more than 12 hours. That's just me. In that time, it's not going to be aetherified. The entire town is not going to be leveled to the ground for no reason. The scientists and whatever lock the place down. They lock down the town and they lose so many scientists. When you get there and talk to the guy who was talking to Richtofen before he got into the corner of the... That was a really weird noise my mouth just made and it felt so unnerving. Into the top corner of that elevator. We don't know where Sam's took him. He's gone. Gone. We have an entire underground area of the facility. We know that that guy is locked in the mansion that we can't currently get to. There is a dark aether portion of the map which is currently unlocked, which is Pack-a-Punch. It will most likely, almost inevitably be locked when the game begins. You're not just going to be able to walk up to Pack-a-Punch. When the hell have you been able to just walk up to Pack-a-Punch and have it ready available? Name one time some sort of trial hasn't been involved with it. Something that has to be done to get to Pack-a-Punch. I will wait. Damn, there's a lot of comments down there saying, oh my god, he's right. Yeah, it was a map that was unlocked and locked at the same time. The quest parts haven't been fully unlocked, but they haven't been fully locked. The ones that are going to be needed to show off what the game is right now with the Liberty Falls map. Ta-da! It's unlocked. The parts that they don't want you to start figuring out just yet, locked. They have took certain parts of the map and locked it down and hidden it away because they don't want you solving shit. They don't want you solving anything early. Hence the reason majority of scripting for it has been either unlocked or removed right now during beta testing / COD Next. Because we can't help ourselves as the community to go in and just rip it apart. We do it every time. Hence the reason they started putting cutscenes behind in-game cinematics. Not just, this video plays once you do this. No, it has to be physically rendered in-game to stop us ruining the surprise. And there's a lot of secrets still to come. And like, seriously, the community right now is so angry. Oh my god, just getting onto the plate system. Like, it's a game mode that has evolved past just what zombies used to be. Zombies has become so much more mainstream that Tim the Tatman... I don't know Tim the Tatman to play zombies. This dude could name the Wunderwaffe. That's how iconic the weaponry is. That's how involved the non-zombies community is with zombies. We're just a part of this bigger part of the internet that they know the wonder weapons. They're iconic. And so to be able to pull other people in, they want to be able to just go and get armor instead of having to find 3 parts of the shield that could spawn one of these 3 different locations, and each of them have those 3 different locations, and then you have to take it to possibly a specific workbench on a specific map to do it. And the parts don't look the same every time you try to build this shield, so good luck if your friends took you onto a new map you've never played before, and you're trying to find the shield parts. Even then, with Widow's Wind combined with the old shield, I think it was something ridiculous, like 22, 24 hits with the classic shield. And yeah, it was only on your back, but that's not the point. Half the time, it was only needed on your back because you were running away from the zombies, or you were using one of its ult fires, so it was in front, and the zombies were in front of you because you were firing in that direction. They've took that skill issue, we'll call it, away. It's gone. It's now just available for other players to get. Hence the reason I think they're going so deep and saying that these Easter eggs are going to be so much more than the original Shadows of Evil. And that is nuts to say out loud. The community are arguing over just, it's too bright. The town that was supposed to be the secret facility for a non-zombies incursion site originally doesn't look incursioned enough. Like, it's insane to me that these... There's a lack of anything to be upset with for this zombies, from what I've seen. And I think that's why people are getting upset. This Call of Duty coming this year, for zombies alone? We had the best cutscene we've ever seen, involving Richtofen coming back. We had Terminus shown off, and we didn't see a single zombie in the cutscene. But they're just there. They clicked a button and the zombies appeared. And then people are upset that there's an incursion and it doesn't look zombied enough. Because the zombies just rocked up. Like, it makes sense on Terminus, because Terminus is the secret facility where they've took the traitors to do the doo-da-da with the keep Director Richtofen away from all of the stuff that is happening on this island, so we can figure things out by ourselves. Because that's basically what some of the insides are. Like, I'm pretty sure Terminus is the place where they're going against the director to be like, we need to solve what's going on here. We still have zombie corpses. We're still going to do some sort of secret tests and stuff, like classic Derise, classic Shino Numa and all of that with Element 115. That's why the zombies on Terminus look the way they do, because they've got these other versions that are slowly starting to become the Keeper variants of the zombies with the massive jaw-like teeth that are on certain zombies. In comparison to Terminus versus Liberty Falls. Liberty Falls is this is where we keep everything safe, contained, and there shouldn't be an issue. This is our fail-safe. This is where everything is safe and away from all the problems. And Terminus is, we've got everything here and we can do what we want. We will have everything everywhere because no one knows we exist here. And that's why Terminus is so much more zombified in comparison, / more zombies aura, because Terminus is a zombies site. That's where they're doing all of their experiments and all their secret stuff. Meanwhile, Liberty Falls doesn't have that zombies aura because it's not supposed to be known to be the zombie site. They're not doing these tests in the middle of a war-torn factory led by Nazi Germany. I don't know if I can say that online anymore because I'm pretty sure YouTube demonetizes you for saying that word. I'm not a Treyarch employee. I don't know how to code. I don't know where they're going with any of this. But I really, really wish the community as a whole could come together and see what a perfect opportunity we have here already from the 2 maps that have been announced. And there's rumors of a classic mode coming in, and I genuinely think that is Reddit photoshopping geniuses at work, trying to get the community excited for something again. And that, it excites me to see that there are so many people out there being so negative, so against just seeing gameplay and not actually seeing it for themselves. being slightly brought back by a possible fakery from people who are like, let's try and get people more excited again and give them hope. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, don't get me wrong, you are straight up lying to people, but I really, really want Zombies to do well this year. The storyline already looks phenomenal. That whole cinematic, so much love and detail has been put into that. But the moment that those doors shut with that zombie Thanos snapping into the ground as dust, when Treyarch were teasing that, if you'd have told me that was the animation for a zombie dying to the Wunderwaffe, I would have told you you're a liar. I was like, that's a new wonder weapon, if anything. That is something cool happening that is not standard tech. But no, Richtofen rebuilt the Wunderwaffe, and here we are. And we've got one of the best cinematics we've had in years for zombies. Cold War's story was in no way a bad story, but we're in a nice spot now where, fingers crossed, they find these nice little points that they can keep bringing back, and these little jazz handy, these moments that they can just sort of take old story elements and new story elements and sort of just bring them in and just be like, there they are. They're now in the story. These are canon again. This is a canon thing. Like seeing 115 on the ray gun ammo. Like 115 is now officially back on the zombies' radar as an element, as the key power slash thing. Hopefully the Aether Crystals are 115, and that's what they're going to start calling the Aether Crystals, the Element 115 Aether Crystals, or something along those lines. If they're not, I'm sure they will find a way to make 115 an actual power supplement again, the way they did in the previous games. Hopefully, Treyarch come out with some updates on what is happening, and what is coming forward, and what is happening, and what is happening with the happening, and what is happening, because if they don't come out and say something like, yeah, to curb upset, to get people enthusiastic again, we are going to let you all know this much of the Liberty Falls map was cut off, deactivated, no entero, non-accessible. This you were on the surface level of this map, and there's so much more that lies beneath. You know, they would probably put it out really cryptically, and I'm calling it, because if people are turning against it already, I don't think people are going to cancel pre-orders. I don't think people are going to stop pre-ordering, but they need to do something to reassure people at this point. That's literally all they need to do. They need to kind of go on crowd control. They need to go on damage control. Just deal with what has been caused by releasing a playable map that's not completely accessible. But guys, if you did enjoy and you have any ideas, comments, suggestions, anything that you could genuinely put down in the comment section that's not just hate for the sake of hate, it's not just a hateful comment for the sake of hateful comment. If you want to say something about any of this, or just this stupid face, or this one single spot I've got on my forehead, go for it. I don't care. If you're not going to genuinely put a comment down below about what this video is about, which is Liberty Falls Terminus Black Ops 6 Zombies, and how it looks right now and why it doesn't look good for a zombies experience, don't bother dropping it. If you have something that fits under all those categories, slap it underneath, please. I want to discuss this with you guys. I want to start conversations with you guys, because this is a game mode I have followed and been a part of since World at War. I remember being very young, completing the World at War campaign over at my neighbor's, and that zombie screen, and it throws you in after the game. And we were all just sat there, just like, what is happening? And we unlocked the secret zombies mode. It means a lot to me, from a gaming standpoint, and just a moment of, wow, this is something amazing that me and my friends have all just experienced together for the first time. We had no idea what was coming. And I genuinely want to build that with you guys. I want to see if we can find that excitement again for this game mode, because there's been so much negativity, so much discourse around this game mode. Because I get it, people don't want it to look like Warzone, but the skill level has had to come down a little bit to include as many people as possible who want to play zombies without having to run around and find a single part in one of 3 places. I've already done this rant bit, but you know what I mean. Drop your comments. Leave a like button. Leave a like button. Don't leave the like button. Give that like button a little slap. Give it a little... And ding dong that subscribe notification bell. So if I do reply to your comment in my next video, you'll be able to see it first. You'll be able to come back for more. So, if you do leave a comment, thank you very much. If you hit the like button, thank you so much. If you subscribe, welcome to the team. Other than that, I have been James Stratos. Welcome to the team. Have a fantastic day, evening, afternoon, or sleep, depending on where in the world, and I will see you all in the next one. James, signing off.